Absolutely. There's much of power in appearance impacting how you feel about yourself and what you communicate to others.
Right, right, for sure. And I don't think many people will take that into account, right? And hey, I'm just gonna put on the shirt. I'm gonna walk out the house. But even in that slight decision, you're
Mhm.
deciding this is the person I want to be when I walk out of this, you know, establishment, my house, apartment, whatever the case might
Yeah. Oh, so how do you use your platform and your expertise to share your knowledge with the next generation of students? Because you have such unique knowledge and experiences.
be. It's a good question. I think what I tried to do first was I hear how I think kids these days don't really listen unless you come with some credibility behind you. So what I tried to do, so I had early, I hustled early. Okay, all right, let's grow my styling business. I did a few fashion shows, put that on Instagram, whatever, right? Let that go, mini viral or whatever the case might be. And now I can be like, okay, look, here's what I've done, but here's what I had to go through to get there kind of thing. I like to believe I'm just a normal guy. If I can do it, anybody else can really do it. But yeah, so using my platform to really just say whatever you dream, you can really go for it. I'm just a kid from Pompano Beach, Florida, who had an extraordinary will to be great. And I'm still on that journey. But along the way, I've received some accolades. And what comes with the grind and staying true to my purpose and whatnot. And I want the next generation to know that, especially those from underserved communities, those from, again, first generation households where their parents are doing the best they can to get them through school and hopefully
Mhm.
get them into college or maybe start their own businesses that become really successful. Just that they can do it. They don't always have to be an artist. Always have to be an entertainer. Find something that you love, become an expert at it, really study it, put the work in, and really the world is yours. My first time ever to Disney World was last year, 2 years ago, and I stayed at the end for the fireworks, and it was really emotional. But if you just wish upon a star, right? If you just wish upon a star, you can do whatever you want. You can really be out there um, you know, live the life that you think you want to live and whatnot. And so I think that's how I am using my platform these days, just to
Yeah.
spread the good word and letting everyone know or letting the next generation know that they can do it. They can do it. I know these days it's a like the societal effects of, on social medias and listening from multiple different sides. The news is everywhere. They're getting bombarded with information up amongst that, right? Eat the meat, throw out the bones. Take what you need, throw away what's not serving you, and stay the course for sure. Stay curious and practice ingenuity, and yeah, you can do it.
I like that. I like that. I do have to say that you're a little too young to be saying these kids these days. Way,
Yeah,
way too young to say.
yeah, yeah. That's real. That's real. You know, that's real. I can't even argue it.
But you truly, seriously, you are an inspiration and a great example to your peers and to um, the students that you interact with on campus and
Right.
other places too. So
Yeah,
keep up work.
I appreciate that. Yeah, and I don't take that for granted at all. I know the position that I have, or I sometimes assumed. And I know that my reputation and my resume precedes me, and so I just want to make sure I always come through for those that are looking at me as an inspiration, letting them know I have hard days too. Though I have these accomplishments along the way, not every day has been easy. I even had to go through the mud just to get here, and still I'm working through it every day and I'm getting better. That's definitely the message.
Makes sense. Makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah,
Got to be authentic with it.
for
Uh,
sure. For sure.
yeah. So your family, you mentioned your sister passing, and I'm so sorry about that.
Thank you.
And as we've talked previously, you talked about your family's role in your journey.
For sure.
Would you expand a bit more about that?
Yeah, yeah. My family's just super supportive, right? My sisters, my two older sisters, they go with me, you know, throughout the journey. Of course, they've known me all of my life. So, and same with my parents, man. My parents are real down to earth. Being first generation, they really know I wanted to get into fashion. They're like, wait, what's that? You have this good tech job. What are you thinking about? But once they started to see just the things I was doing in the space, the TED Talk, of course, fashion shows in the Tampa area, they started to understand like, okay, you know, Chris has some traction here. He's making up things happen. There's a lot of eyes on this, and it could be fruitful. And so, yeah, extremely grateful for for my village and especially my parents, my sisters, my brother-in-laws, my nieces. You know, those are people that keep me going. Um, yeah, so it's been a super neat journey with my sisters, especially like just understanding anything about life. Really, I can always go to them and ask any questions. Again, they know me at the deepest level, so anything I might have any reservations about, I can always go to them and they can help break it down for me from their point of views and from their experience. Where we all went through the passing of my sister together, right? Even though we all had our own, you know, uh, experiences with it, when we all sat down and finally shared those experiences with each other, I think it opened up a door for much more understanding and like, okay, I didn't know you were going through that, but we're all going through this at the same time. Even when I gave my TED talk, they're like, wow, I didn't know it was like that for you. And I'm like, yeah, it was rough for all of us. But yeah, I think, they've always been there, especially them being older than me. They're just like always there, willing to give a helping hand. And forever appreciative of my sisters, my parents, and the whole gang.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy that you have a great support system.
Yeah, yeah. Likewise, likewise.
It's so helpful in life. And it also helps you to be a support to other people.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, definitely taught me patience. Taught me so much just about perspective. Right, some of the lessons my sisters have given me, I can help give that game to like my friends, or you know, help that to my peers, or the next generation who's looking up to me, asking me questions about whatnot. I can always reference something my sister said, something my parents have told me, and you know, just continue to pass that knowledge.
That's great.
Yeah, for sure. It's really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Yeah. Uh,